You have to talk, you see the results here of the Pave the Way Flawless Filter Wrinkle Filler. And I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of times you hear us talking about fine lines and wrinkles, right? You can use this for fine lines and wrinkles, but this is also for deep lines, which is something that you don't usually see. That's one result. And this is, we used the example yesterday, Liz, of a pothole in the street. You've got a big divot in the street. And then the pavers come and they pave it over. And now you don't have that dip. You just have a nice smooth surface. That's what your skin is going to feel like. We've got this on sale. We've got it on free shipping. The flex pay is just under $10. We also have it on auto ship. And I'm telling you, you don't want to be without it.
I know. It's exciting because it's an instant product that's clinically proven to fill in deep wrinkles. But it's not using, of course, you know, Nakery is clean beauty, but it's not using glue. It's not any rules. It's actually, Patsy's already going at it. It's a fun product to use because it's new technology. It's actually taken us 2 years because so many of you were saying, Liz, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, where do I begin? I've got the readiness, I've got the deep wrinkles, I've got the spots, I've got large pores. What can I do? 2 years in the making. It's finally here. You can drive down that smooth road because that's exactly what your skin will be. Now, how do you use it? Well, you can use it any way you want. Clean skin. Patsy likes to use it after your lift talks.
I do.
Did you do that today, your lift talks? Okay. So you can do it clean skin after your lift talks, and I'm telling you, talk about flawless skin. But if you have large pores, if you have deep wrinkles, if you have texture, and you're saying, I want to have flawless skin, do you see that? You just smear it on.
Yes.
You don't need to tap. You don't need to massage anything. But look at this, 100% agreed. Improve the look of deep wrinkles. Oh, actually, that was a clinical, sorry. Clinicals are where doctors and scientists actually use instruments to measure the improvement in the skin. I, like you said, smear like a bagel. Didn't you say smear it like a bagel? That's it. And you smear it on, and then you're gonna look in the mirror and say, wow, I don't know, maybe a little lip gloss and brows and I'm good to go. You will wear less makeup, but look at Patsy's before. So if you're like Patsy and you're saying, you know what, I've got pores, because it happens to all of us, right? As we get older, our pores get stretched out, our lines start to appear. So it's blurring using new technology that has never been used before, using Reneseed. So they're using skincare, but waterless. So what she did is kind of like suck the water out of the ingredients, made it into this balm. So all you do is smear it on and then look at the lines.
That's right.
Use it around the eyes. You can use it on the face. You can use it on the neck. And yes, I know a lot of you are saying, Liz, I use it on my hands because my skin looks so great, but my hands look 120. Not anymore. Look at her skin. And you just smear it on.
I know, it's that simple. You use a little bit, you don't need to use a lot. It feels velvety. And you were talking about this waterless formula. Look at this, it looks like a balm, right? But if I turn it over, nothing's dripping out because you're not buying a jar of water. This is, I put it on right before I put on my makeup. And I tried it just recently. We were talking about it the other day and Patsy said, Tamara, you've got to try. You've got to use the Pave the Way. And I was thinking, okay, if Patsy says it, I'm doing it. So I put it underneath where I have, you know, kind of textured and wrinkles. I put it right underneath. I put it all over like my midsection. This is where my pores are. And I put it underneath my eyes. And then I put on my eye concealer. And my eye concealer just glided on. And I said, I will never not use it. Just like that. For you, it might be the forehead. For you, it might be the nose to mouth. It might be the chin. Wherever it is, use it. You're getting an entire jar filled. You will use it, but it still will take you a good long time to get to the bottom because you don't need a lot of it because you get results like this. Now, again, individual results will vary. Yours might be even better.
Yes, exactly. So whether you have the large pores, the texture, and you're like, oh, do I got to use a makeup primer and all these different things? Imagine using a skincare product that's skincare that's actually working to fill in the deep wrinkles, smooth the pores, get rid of the texture, the discoloration, the sunspots, using Argireline, using THD, the latest form of vitamin C, and then Reneseed's in here, the newest form of retinol. So you put it on, and then if you're like, Liz, I just want to go to sleep, I'm just going to sleep in it. Yes, it's skincare. You're not putting on something that is a makeup, but it paves the way and gives you the smoothest, most gorgeous, velvety skin. And there's no mistakes. There's no rules. You just put it on clean skin or use it after your skincare. And like Tamara said, you can put your makeup right on top. Once you use it, you will say, I will never go a day without it. But look at how it just smooths everything in. Fills in deep wrinkles. Smooths everything away. If you have the crow's feet, the large pores, anywhere. Oh, you got your hand right. Ooh, that's, hi. Wait, can you tell which hand is which?
Yes.
Look.
You see the difference?
Yeah. I mean, look, so yes, put it on your hands if you'd like, but look at the difference. I know somebody was telling me yesterday they do a jewelry show. They're like, Liz, I will never be without it. So Argireline, which is a neuropeptide, Reneseed, which optimizes your skin's own collagen, which is a form of retinol. And then THD, as I was mentioning earlier, is a very powerful form of vitamin C that's oil soluble. So great if you have uneven texture, you have a lot of discoloration on your skin, you will love, which we also get on our hands. So face, neck, yes, around the eyes, you will love it. It's fun to use. What do you say?
It is.
It's not like, oh gosh, I better be careful. Yeah. I got to wait for it to dry. No, it's none of that. It's fun.
It really is. And that's what I love too. If you're somebody, especially now in the hot summer time, and you're thinking, normally I do wear makeup, but when it's really hot out there, I don't want to, but I still want my skin to look nice and smoothed out, this is the way to go. There's something else about when it comes to textured skin, like deep lines and wrinkles and pores. You can use makeup to cover kind of discoloration. Makeup doesn't usually cover wrinkles. It just kind of settles into them. If you want something to help to smooth that out, literally think of paving the way. That's what this was designed to do. And if you want to try it, you might be saying, well, it looks good on the girls, but I wonder how it's going to look on me. Give us a call. You can shop on hsn.com. I love that little QR code right there. You can use that and dive in and get yours. You can get it once or you can get it on auto ship, and you can see what we mean about that filter. Because the reason we use filters in pictures is because what a filter does is it's almost like it kind of blurs the effect. It smooths everything out. And that's why everybody looks better with a filter. This is your own personal filter that you get to walk around IRL in real life, and everybody's going to say, you look amazing.
Yes, and it was fun because the ladies in our focus group didn't even have a mirror, and they were just smearing it on. I mean, we gave them a mirror afterwards, but you don't even need to use a mirror. That's how easy it is. You just rub it on, and then you're going to say, wait, where did my pores go? What happened to my deep wrinkles? What happened to my texture? What happened to the discoloration I have going on? You will wear less makeup for sure. And especially as you were saying, for the summertime, we want to have flawless skin. This is the easiest way to do it, and look at her skin. So Christine has a lot of sunspots. She has a lot of discoloration. She has a lot of redness. Look at this. I know, 100% deep wrinkles in a clinical. Yes, sign me up. And it just gets better. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. But there you can see line blurring, skin perfecting, brightening, less noticeable pores. But if we can pull up Christine's before, I mean, even just standing this close to you, I don't see a pore. Like it's gone.
Yeah.
So if you're someone that's like, Liz, I have large pores, I have deep wrinkles, what do I do? Wait until you see. And again, Christine is beautiful in her before, but you'll see the redness, the pores, the texture. Even around the eyes, if you have a lot of loose, crepey skin around the eye area, look at her skin.
Look at that.
Yes,
look
I
at
know.
around the eyes.
Yes.
Look at the nose.
Right.
And that's just your skin. You don't have on foundation or makeup?
No, she has the brow and then the rosy lip. Thank you. I got that one right. Okay, yeah. So she's got the brow on and the rosy lip, but look at her skin. Look at the texture. Wow. So imagine if you just put foundation on that before, right? As you said, Tamara, it's going to accentuate the lines. It's going to accentuate the pores. Patsy gave another good tip is if you have deep smoker lines, because again, remember, it's clinically proven to treat deep wrinkles. Just take some and smear it across your upper lip. That's it. Yeah, just boom.
Okay,
gone.
That's why you want auto ship. I hadn't thought about that, but that's why you want auto ship too, because you're going to start, because this is the thing. It's sort of like when we're fixing something around the house. Once you fix one thing, you notice something else. If you're saying, well, I'm going to put it on my forehead lines. And now once those are smoothed out, you're going to say, okay, well, what about the lines around my eyes? Once those are smoothed out, you're going to say, well, what about the lines around my mouth? Then you start noticing all the things. You have one product that you can use all over, and it is colorless. So if you do nothing else, you put this on, you're not gonna notice a cast, or you're not gonna feel like you need to cover it up, because after you put it on, you're just gonna see smoother looking skin. Matter of fact, we're gonna see some more results, some more befores and afters. And if you're just tuning in, take a look at this. That's one use, Liz.
I know, and you know what's so exciting is, and you know, again, our models are closer to 60, 70 years old, and if you are someone that says, Liz, I don't just have deep wrinkles, but I have large pores, I want to have tighter skin, I want to have smoother skin, the longer you wear this, the better your skin will look. In fact, when you're done using this, as I'm going to come back to, when you run out of this and you're like, oh no, HSN is sold out, your skin should look better. So even if you want to do your own before, and then after using this, you're going to be like, wait a second, where are my pores? What happened to my deep wrinkles? And wait, it's tightening my skin, it's smoothing my skin. So we tested it for fine lines, crow's feet, and deep wrinkles, and it came back with the strongest, which is amazing.
Wow, this is amazing. It really is. I know that our clock is almost gone, but if you're just waking up this morning and you're saying, you know what, this looks like the product that I'm after, because maybe you're not about a full face of makeup, and even if you are, what you want is a smoother look in your skin. Like, we look at younger folks, I look at my little daughter and her face, she doesn't have a pore to be found. But she's a little kid, right? We want that smoothed out look in our skin. Try it. This is your Pave the Way Flawless Filter Wrinkle Filler. 092-248 is the item number. It's under $30. You've got it on free shipping. Go ahead and pick yours up. You can shop on hsn.com to get that, all right? We are gonna just keep on rolling, because we are talking Nakery Beauty this morning. This is an HSN clean beauty brand, and you're looking at yet another customer